This is the best, easiest, and creamiest mac and cheese you will ever make, and you only need 3 ingredients. Okay, yeah, let's cook it, yeah? We need milk. I don't use milk. I'm getting older. I gotta watch my dairy intake. Let's measure this out just to be precise for you guys. We need 4 cups of milk. Bring that to a boil. We're gonna cook our pasta in the milk. You can use any pasta for this. I have shells, what my nonna always cooked with when she was making some sort of like a cheesy pasta. And really, you want something that's gonna cling onto the sauce, and you want about 12 ounces of pasta. That's roughly 340 grams to the 4 cups of milk. The reason why this is gonna work so well is because there's less liquid than you would typically use to boil pasta. You're gonna see that this pasta is going to absorb a lot of that milk, and then we just add some cheese to it. The other cool thing about this is you don't need to strain it. You're cooking the pasta in the milk. It's literally everything in the bowl all together. Done. Let's grate some cheese. Got some cheddar. I'm gonna grate this cheese. You want a good amount of this, 7 ounces or 200 grams. If you go over, if you go under, doesn't matter. You can say, Chef Zappi, why are you cooking with all this cheese and then you're using non-dairy milk? Well, I don't know why. That was what? That was like half a brick. I don't know. That seems like a lot more than 7 ounces, but it might be close. Typically, when you're making a mac and cheese or something at home very similar to this, you're gonna start with a béchamel. A béchamel is a base white sauce, and that's done by using a roux where you're taking butter and flour. Cook that flour off, then you're slowly gonna add a milk, and that gives you your bechamel base. Then you would add your cheese to that. This is just kind of like a shortcut version where we're basically using the starch in the pasta to thicken the milk on its own, and then we'll add the cheese and it'll come out very, very similar. Have to keep it to 3 ingredients, but if you wanted, maybe like even just seasoning that with like some salt, some pepper, maybe a little bit of paprika. I can't not season this. This is just screaming for something. A little bit of seasoning is gonna go a long way here, people. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt. Seasoning is not an ingredient. I got a lot of flack on my no-knead bread recipe, and they're like, oh, you said it's 3 ingredients and it's 4 ingredients, and salt is a seasoning. Salt is not an ingredient. I like flavor. A little bit of garlic powder. I like a little bit of paprika. This is on the boil. We're going to reduce the heat, simmer it down to about a low, and add our pasta. That's probably about 12 ounces. I'm just gonna give this a stir. And you do wanna stir this frequently, just like you would pasta anyways. You don't want it sticking to the bottom. And this is gonna go on medium-low for about 12 to 15 minutes. The pasta will start to absorb the milk, and that'll give us an indication that we're ready to add the cheese. When you're using milk and bringing milk to a boil, you do wanna stir it frequently as well, because you can burn milk and it'll become bitter and might separate as well. All right, we're about there. Looking for that al dente. Been about 12 minutes. It's reduced down nicely. We're gonna take it off the heat and we're gonna add our cheese. Just gonna do this in a little bit. Let's mix it and incorporate it. Another little bit at a time. You'll see it, it's gonna get nice and thick. This is like KD on steroids. Look at that sauce now. Coat in the spatch, deliciosus. Look how creamy this is. Fantastic. And that was 15 minutes. You got dinner on the table, 15 minutes. Let's test this out. Here we go. Oh yeah, get this right in the bowl there. Let's give it a taste. Pasta's perfectly al dente. The shells are holding onto that cheese so nicely. It's delicious. It's honestly delicious. The fact that I made this in 15 minutes on 3 ingredients, I'm like, the variations are endless. You can add anything to this. Little ground beef, little hamburger helper. Maybe you can put this in a baking dish. A little breadcrumb on top, a little bit more cheese, goes into the oven. You got like a Texas style mac and cheese side dish. What's stopping you from making this? It's delicious, 3 ingredients, it's fast. You know what would go amazing with this mac and cheese? A fried chicken sandwich, which you can click right here. Like, comment, and subscribe.